Hello and welcome to the official map editor tutorial for Orbital Entropy. This tutorial is going to take you step by step through the map editor and creating a map. So let's get into it. First, when you launch the game, you're going to want to head to the map editor right down here. You're going to notice a few things. We're going to notice that we are currently in an untitled map and we have been assigned a map ID. This is to ensure that when you save your map, it's going to be a unique file name. So, like if anyone names this My Awesome Level, and you also name your level My Awesome Level, they're not going to override. You both should have a unique ID. Let's go ahead and get started. So in order to move around the map editor, you can use the W, S, A, and D keys. You can also pick a point with your cursor and middle click. And if you hold down middle click, you can drag the camera around. Based on how far you are from the center of the screen will increase the speed that you drag the camera. If we want to go ahead and select an object, we can just left click on it. You can use the scroll wheel to change through different presets. And you can also use these buttons down here. You can also right click the object in order to move it around the map, and you can right click again to place it. You'll notice the object is still selected. If we just click it one more time, it will deselect that object. You're going to notice right here we have a black hole that has a very bright disk, and that is because two black holes are actually stacked on top of each other. If you come into a situation like this, just go ahead and right click the object to move it and press R, and that should separate the objects. It just randomizes their position, so if they still are stuck together, just do it a few more times until they come apart. Looking at our level here, we can add a few more objects like another star. Let's go ahead and just change the preset of that to a sun, and we'll move it right down here. We can also add some more coins in the level. We can make these blue coins for double the points. Let's just place a few up here, and some down here below the stars. You can also press Ctrl A to bring up the Add Object menu, and you can also add a star or a coin through this menu. To delete an item, you select it, so have it selected, and press Delete down at the bottom, or you can use Ctrl D. Now you'll notice at the bottom left, we're going to have some stats about our level. We're going to have the name of the level right here, along with the passing score, the needed orbits, and the timer. Taking a look at the right side of the screen, we can see that we have our adjusters for the score, orbits, and timer. We can increase or decrease like so. We can increase the orbits, and we can also increase or decrease the timer. It should be noted that the score is limited to 100 points, all the way up to 10,000. Orbits can be set at 0 all the way to 25, and the timer can go down to 2 seconds or 120. And once again, if you have an object selected, you can use the one at the very bottom to cycle through presets. Taking a look at the top right, we'll notice some buttons right here. If we go ahead and save our map, it's going to prompt us for a name. Let's call this tutorial map. If you want, you can even add a space. Typically, most operating systems don't really mind a space in file names, and it will make your level name look a little nicer. And our map has now been saved into the game directory. You can also save your map by pressing Ctrl S. So it is important to know where the game directory is in order to import maps and find your saved maps. So on Windows, maps will be saved in your drive. So typically it's signed with the letter C. So it would be C, users, your name, app data, local, orbital entropy, and maps. And on Linux, these will be stored in your home directory. So it would be home, your name, .config, orbital entropy, and maps. Make sure you have show hidden files turned on in your file browser, otherwise you won't see the .config folder. If you want, you can also rename your map with this button right here, or by pressing Ctrl R. Now when you just launch up the map editor, it's going to be a recreation of the first level. So if you want to load one of your previous maps you've been working on, you would just go up here and press load map, and it will bring up a menu right here where you can select all the maps you may have downloaded or have created. Let's go ahead and load our tutorial map. And if you want to play this map, you can press the play map button right here. One thing to note, if you haven't loaded a map into the game, even if you have saved a map, it will prompt you to do so. But since we have already just loaded our map, we can just press play map and it will take us into the map player. So we have created a very simple level. If you want, we could just go ahead and start playing it, find a good angle to launch at in order to win. And as you can see, we have completed the level. That is all for this tutorial. I hope this helped you create some maps for Orbital Entropy, and I hope you all have a fantastic day and an awesome time using the map editor. Thank you for watching.